All right. The Philippines is the land of creation, the land of Adam and Eve, named Havilah before the flood and renamed after Ophir and Sheba and Tarshish after the Tower of Babel when they returned to their ancestral land. Really, the most significant land in all of history. Now, we promised scientific proof of the land of creation, so let's go for it now. Welcome to 100 Clues. The Philippines is the ancient land of gold known as Ophir in the Bible and history. No, it's no fable, and this has already been proven in full in the God Culture's Solomon's Gold series. At the request of many viewers, we have pulled out 100 compelling clues, really proofs or evidences, from this research in which we will highlight briefs of the most compelling points, and yes, there are over 100. These videos are for those who have not had the time to watch Solomon's Gold series or for review, and easy to share to friends and family, especially skeptics. This brief video cannot replace that 50 video series, nor prove the way that it does, but this will be very effective nonetheless. So go there for full evidence. But now, part 16 of our series, 100 Clues, the Philippines is Ophir. One clue at a time. See, there was a worldwide flood. We know. There are scoffers, just like Peter warned us there would be in the last days, who will try to deny that, even in the church, unfortunately. No matter, one would have to ignore basically a whole lot of archeology and a whole lot of scarring found all over mountains all over the earth, and all of the 300 flood accounts from cultures that are disconnected all over the world. Oh yeah, and then there's this. Yeah, the marine fossils have been found on every mountain range on Earth, even the tallest. See, they do this because they are actually propagating a religion veiled as science. It is not, however, science. It is not reliant on actual science, which is observation and experiment. The answer from many of these priest scientists, that's what they are, is to spout an unsupported theory they have never, nor will they ever prove, claiming the mountains rose up out of the seas. There's a problem with that. See, these marine fossils were also found on Mount Everest and the Himalayas. So, just what sea did Mount Everest and the entire Himalayas rise out of? Talk about ridiculous. There is no sea in that region, and to a height of 29,000 feet or so? Are you kidding? What a laughable guess, and how unscientific of them. That is not academic. Acrobatic, perhaps, but not academic. So, there was a flood, recorded in over 300 accounts as worldwide. To say otherwise is to ignore history, and that is not wise. It's from cultures all over the earth, which are separated, and yet they pretty much agree. Of course, scientists will focus on the one that says it was a local flood. Oh, well, that one just overrules the other 300, doesn't it? Is that scientific? It certainly isn't logical. Nothing else to really discuss on this, especially when science confirms it also in the carving of mountains and canyons, etc., on a mass scale that only the flood could have created. And the only reason they come up with other theories is they ignore the flood. They refuse, absolutely refuse, religiously to accept it. So, if we want to know the origin of man and animals, the land of creation, we know exactly where to look. It's not difficult. We don't go looking for bones of man or land animals who rebooted during the flood, as all but what was on the ark was wiped out. But those creatures which were not wiped out by the flood, marine species, find the most diverse population of marine life on Earth, and you have actually found the land of creation. Now see, that is science, observation, and even logic. And where is this? Watch this.
Well, researchers from the California Academy of Sciences in San Francisco recently returned from another expedition to the Verde Island Passage in the Philippines. It's a place they call the Center of Marine Biodiversity. More unique marine species live in that spot than anywhere else in the ocean. And now some of their new discoveries are on display in the Steinhardt Aquarium. We begin our story where the journey started, in the Philippines. The dive gear is prepped, and a crew from the California Academy of Sciences sets out to explore a place never before seen by human eyes.
The ocean has a lot of space that's been unexplored, but this is one of the most unexplored spaces.
Bart Shepard is the director of the Steinhardt Aquarium in San Francisco and was recently part of a team of specially trained scientists studying an area of the ocean usually out of reach. They call it the twilight zone.
Well, the mesophotic area where we've been doing exploring is in the range of, say, 250 to 500 feet deep.
And that's an area that not a lot of people have bothered to explore.
No, it's very true. And that's simply because you can't reach it with normal scuba diving equipment, with the typical scuba diving equipment used by recreational divers. And if you're going to go through the expense of getting a sub or an ROV, you're going really deep. You're not exploring these sort of in-between areas. So the twilight zone, the mesophotic reefs, have remained unexplored now for many, many years.
They call it the twilight zone both because it's where sunlight begins to dissipate and it remains shrouded in mystery.
The Carpenter Report on Environmental Biology of Fishes reports, the Philippines is not only part of the center, but is, in fact, the epicenter of marine biodiversity, with the richest concentration of marine life on the entire planet. See, not actually debatable, is it? The Philippines is the land of creation. Here's another source. CNN reports, the Philippines sits at the heart of the Coral Triangle, the global center of marine biodiversity. Oh, it gets more specific. About halfway between the provinces of Batangas and Mindoro, the Verde Island Passage boasts the highest concentration of marine species on the planet. What? The highest concentration on the planet? Wow. Yep. The Philippines is the land of creation, according to Genesis 2, the Book of Jubilees, and actual science confirms it. This is the land of gold, not just in 1000 BC and beyond, but all the way back to the very day in which God said, "Let there be light." And for those doubting the one Wikipedia reference, which we already proved in a concurrent history of gold in the Philippines, so no, our case is not hinged on Wikipedia. Give me a break. Now you will have to deal with this. Wikipedia was right on this, by the way, and it is sometimes, but you have to test it. Using it is fine, but you must prove it out. Whoa, and you guys, we're only on part 16. And we can already see this coming together, can't we? As we keep saying, there is really no debating the Philippines is the land of gold in all of history. It is time this knowledge be restored. For those about to comment in ignorance, yep, we always get them. We dare you to watch Solomon's Gold series by The God Culture, the original channel to prove the Philippines is in fact Ophir. Even here, we are breaking these into sound bites and clear points, but watch how all 100 clues tie together in history, the Bible, science, geography, language, etc., and this series will blow you away. Thank you for watching 100 Clues. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to click the bell. Like us on our new Facebook, The God Culture Original. If you wish to skip ahead, go to the God Culture YouTube channel and watch their Solomon's Gold series in English or Tagalog. There will be a link on the next screen. We can know this truth and be confident this belongs to the Philippines and no one can disprove it. Until next time,